Hello, my beautiful soul tribe. How are you doing today? I pray you're doing wonderful, feeling high vibrational and blessed. It's a beautiful day. Sorry if you hear construction in the background. It's Sunday, but those guys are some hard workers, let me tell you. They work Monday through Sunday, it seems, so you may hear some noise in the background. Guys, welcome to my channel. This is Ascend With Me Tarot. My name is Dawn. Hello. We're going to do a fortune cookie reading. Sorry, my dog's making noise too. 1 second. We're going to do a fortune cookie reading. And so we're going to pull, I've got some fortune cookies in here that I got from a few restaurants, and then I've made a few handwritten ones. So we're just going to shuffle it up and pick a few and build a reading off of it, basically. So I don't know what's going to come up, how it's going to come up, but I'm excited to find out. If you guys resonate with these messages that me and my spirit guides are putting out, if you vibe with my energy, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate the support. And for those who have been subscribing and watching and commenting, thank you for your support. Thank you. I love you so much. You guys are amazing, okay? Before we get started, I always like to ground myself. So I'm going to ground myself with my singing bowl here. If you'd like to join me, just listen to the tone and take you a few deep breaths, okay? All right, here we go. I usually pray over my cards as I'm shuffling, but we're going to pray over my fortune cookie box today, okay, as I'm shaking it up a little bit. Father God, Holy Spirit, archangels, beautiful ancestors, thank you for this day. Thank you for all your divine guidance and protection for myself, my soul tribe. Thank you. We love you so much. Thank you for all that you show us and teach us and help us to overcome through our partnership with you, Spirit. Archangel Michael, please put a white light of divine protection around myself, my reading, my soul tribe. Help us to reach the highest vibrational truth, clarity, confirmation, healing messages of encouragement that we can from these readings. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, Father, Holy Spirit. I come before you in the consciousness of Christ. Thank you. Amen. All right, let's see what we got. Okay, so I'm shaking it up. Y'all see it's shaking? Let me turn it upside down a little bit because I got a few in there. All right, I'm going to close my eyes and just pick maybe three different messages out, and we're going to build from there. So, Spirit, what's the first message? Okay, there's the first one. What's the second message? There's the second one. What's the third message? There's they're all handwritten ones today. Okay, Spirit, and this one's trying to come out. Love life. Okay, it's the fourth one, but it was like hanging on to the edge there. I'm gonna put it up top there. Love life is what that says. I love it. So this could be telling you to love your life, no matter your circumstances, be in love with life. Or it could be speaking about somebody's love life. We'll have to look a little more. Okay, poverty forecast. Okay, that's why love life is here. So we're going to talk about someone either that you're dealing with or this could be you who, isn't necessarily in love with life right now, and it's almost like staying, poverty forecast, lacking mentality, okay? And yep, that's what it is. Then we've got health checkup. So this could be mind, body, or soul checkup, emotional checkup, mental checkup. I feel like it's a mental checkup we're going to be talking about. Imprisoned by. Oh my goodness, Spirit is not even joking with these messages. So whoever this message is for, this could be you or someone that you're dealing with, and you're just here to get some kind of insight on how to help that person, okay? So this is yourself, or this is guidance for you to go out and deal with somebody that you know is in this energy we're about to talk about, okay? But this is somebody who's imprisoned, okay, and by this lacking mentality, this poverty forecast energy. And it's like this person needs a health checkup, mental, emotional, or spiritual checkup to fall in love with life again. All right, so let's just go ahead and look into these energies, okay? Imprisoned by. We're going to see what they need a health checkup. Imprisoned by, what's their, I don't feel like this person's like getting a forecast of poverty. I feel like this is their mentality, right? They're always expecting the worst. Spirit's telling me, whoever we're about to tap into, it's like, are you seeing the glass half empty or half full? Okay. Now, as I do this reading, I'm gonna talk to the person. I'm gonna talk like I'm talking to this person. Okay. So don't be offended if this isn't your energy, Soul Tribe Collective, because I know a lot of us, you know, have already overcome this energy in our own lives. But this is coming up for a reason, because there's either someone out there who's watching who needs this message and they'll know who they are, or you're dealing with somebody and Spirit's wanting you to guide that person through this, okay? Anyways, so let's see what we can see here. I'm being called to go to my Psychic Tarot deck for this energy today, okay? So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to do like an energetic rundown for this person, okay? So let me just kind of set these energies up here. So love, life, health checkup, and imprisoned by. Can y'all see them? Sorry if you can't, but let's just get started. Okay. All right. So let me I wasn't expecting to use these cards, so let me just get them organized. I like to break them into sections when I use this deck, because they're broken into chakra, physical, spiritual, emotional, and all that. Okay, so let's start with this person's chakra. Okay, so they're needing a health checkup in regards to their, their chakra. I feel like it's their emotional and mental health, their intuition, okay? Trusting in spirit is what I'm hearing through this third eye chakra. So this is someone, okay, who doesn't necessarily understand spirit, right? But they're learning about their intuition. This is someone who's having a hard time trusting their intuition, which means they're having a hard time trusting their spiritual guidance, right? They're not, it's almost like being afraid of spirit, I'm hearing. Okay, and so Spirit's wanting them to take power back over their own life with this solar plexus chakra. I'm going to put that out there too. So what's going on in this person's physical energy? What's going on in this person's physical energy, in their physical environment, Spirit? What's going on? We're going to break into each one of these energies more, guys. So what's going on with this person's physical energy? Oh, goodness, a lot. Okay, they're wanting to make positive movement forward, but they have financial constraints, okay? And they're having to, in order to receive a reward, this person's going to have to recognize why they're being held back, right? Financial, material changes. I'm feeling this is constraints. But they want to make positive movement forward. So if you're watching me, beautiful, okay, and you're resonating with this energy as it comes up, this message is for you, and Spirit's here. You are going to make some positive movement forward, baby, okay? You are going to have some financial changes, but there's got to be some changes in your physical in order for that to happen. And this person feels downcasted right now, right? This is almost, in this card, it's a show of reverence. Someone is bowing. But what Spirit's showing me in this image right now is this is somebody with their head hung low, right? They feel like nothing they try is getting them anywhere, is what I'm getting, okay? And Spirit's telling me to tell whoever this is, instead of focusing on the problems and the issues at hand necessarily, like being in that glass is half empty energy, fall in love with life again. Fall in love with your present moment. From moment to moment, get yourself out of this pot expecting the worst energy, because that's not going to serve you. You're just going to manifest more and more of that. It's time for a health checkup, okay? A mental, emotional, spiritual health checkup, possibly, okay? But there is going to be positive movement forward, but it's going to come in with your spiritual prosperity. Your material prosperity will come in with this spiritual prosperity, okay? And spiritual prosperity is coming in with your awareness of what is your root issue here, as far as why are you in this poverty forecast, poverty mentality. I feel like it's about your intuition and your spiritual path, and almost there's like a fear of that path for some of you guys, whoever this is, okay? Maybe and if you're my soul tribe and this is someone you're dealing with that you're meant to go and give some guidance to, this is someone who judges you for being spiritual, right? They look at you and think that you're some dark witch, or they look at you and think you're crazy, okay? This person looks at you and they judge you from afar, but at the same time their interest is piqued, okay? Is what I'm hearing. So this person, let's look at their emotional energy. What is this person's emotional energy, Spirit, that you want to talk about today? What is their emotional energy? Okay. Yeah, they're emotionally withdrawn from Spirit. This says spiritual union, but with it coming out with emotionally withdrawn, what I'm getting from this is this person has not unified with their higher self yet, okay? They're withdrawn, so they're emotionally numb, possibly. They're too focused on the past. This person's too focused on the memories of love and all the things that did not go right. All the pain. They're still going through that you know, the purging of the past is what I'm seeing. We're going to put that out there too, Spirit's saying. But once they can purge those memories, love begins for them. But this is all about this person. I feel like whoever, Soul Tribe, if you're not the person going through this, I really feel like this is somebody that is part of your classroom, we'll call it. Because we all, Soul Tribe, once we awaken and we realize our environment, you know, we're no longer the students along with fellow students in the classroom. We become the teachers, and those people become your students, okay? So this is one of your students, Spirit's telling me, that you're meant to give guidance to. So put yourself where you go in this energy, but you'll know who these people are. This could be more than one person in your life right now, collective, right? But we're gonna figure out what this is exactly. But let's see about their mental energy. This person, these people or persons that you're dealing with, mental energy. You're meant to help this person come into spiritual union. Yeah, rest and rejuvenate. So this person does a lot of thinking, I'm hearing, right? It's almost like this person has no energy to get out in the real world right now. They're taking a lot of time to themselves. They're praying a lot, right? But it's because they've been going through a mental battle. They're battling spirit. You know, like Jacob wrestling with the angel is what I'm getting. I'm getting this verse. Spirit's talking to me about in the Bible, you know, how Jacob had to wrestle with an angel and you know, his hip got dislocated and all that other stuff. And the angel said, let me go. And Jacob said, no, I will not release you until you bless me. Okay. Okay. I feel like almost you're the angel collective that this person's wrestling with, and you're meant to bless them. How you're going to bless them is give them some type of guidance, okay, to come out of this energy of poverty forecast. They're imprisoned by something. We're going to look into that a little bit deeper in a minute. This person has had some health issues going on. It could be physical health for some of them, and they're just kind of recovering. But a lot of them, I feel like it's mental, spiritual. I mean, it's all of it. It's mental health. It's emotional health. It's spiritual health. It's physical health. One thing is linked to the next, Spirit's saying. So this person's really been through it, but Spirit is the one taking them through this because they're going to be forced to have to, you know, sometimes we get brought so low when we're in this poverty mentality, right? Lacking mentality. Spirit will continue to kind of bombard us with that mentality, right? They'll even amp it up so that we'll have no choice. We'll be so fed up that we have no choice but to look for that ray of sunshine, right? We look for our power again. We realize, you know, sometimes it becomes a bad habit, being lost, and that mentality of loss is just a bad habit, right? And we don't realize that we're in it. Habits form without realizing you're in that habit. And I feel like that's this person. They just got so used to this poverty mentality and expecting the worst that they haven't realized, or they're in the process of realizing though, and it's probably because of you triggering them, collective. But that's even what it is, right? They're not even realizing that they've been stuck in that pattern. Okay, but they're coming out of it. Yeah, they're coming out of it. These people are probably been very deceptive with you and envious with you, so collective, or they've dealt with a lot of deceptive, you know, envious energy of the past that really left its mark on them. And so Spirit's just, yeah, I feel like you're here as a spiritual partner towards this person, teacher. I'm not saying this is your lover. I don't think that. I feel like it could be family, it could be friends, it could be a lover, right? But you're here as you're putting this person's life currently at this moment, Soul Tribe, okay, as a partner, as a teacher, to pull them up. You see, this is your arm pulling this person up out of that mentality, out of that imprisonment. They're spiritually imprisoned. What is this person's current spiritual energy? Or after, okay, so let's give them some hope. Not currently. We know where they're at currently. They're in prison. Okay, so where are they headed after they break free from these bonds, this bond of poverty mentality, lacking mentality? Where are they headed spiritually, Spirit? Where is their spiritual energy going to be, please, Spirit? Okay, do you want me to pull their current spiritual energy? Okay, let's pull their current spiritual energy. Is that what you want? Okay. Okay, something's speeding up for them. So they're in a karmic pattern. 8s are about karma, okay? Currently, they're on the fast track, I'm hearing. So accelerated motion. They're looking up. They're finally looking up from that mentality. You see her looking up at the stars, that ray of light? Okay, this person's been so beat down, you know, in a lot of ways recently, that Spirit's saying this person's ready. They're looking up. They're looking for that ray of sunshine. They're looking for that ray of light. They're looking for the answers finally, where before they were just had their head down, right? Before they were just dejected, rejected, head down, not looking up, thinking that the world was on their shoulders. That something's happened here where they're looking up. I feel like you've triggered them, you beautiful soul tribe, right? You've done something to get this person's attention, and so now they're looking up, Spirit's saying. Okay, so where are they moving? So they're in a fast pace. They're accelerated motion. Where are they? What's this leading them to spiritually? Where is this person being led, Spirit, in their spiritual energy? Where are they being led, please? It's up to them, I'm hearing, okay? It's up to them. But, I don't know, Spirit, you don't want to tell me? Hold on. Okay. Spiritual strength. They're gaining a lot of spiritual strength is where they're being headed. And it's the next step. So 8 to 9, right? They're going from the 8 to the 9. So this person is gaining some strength, but it's spiritual strength. They're going to come into union with Spirit. This is the person, right? They've looked up. Now they're standing strong. And look who's behind this person, Spirit. And Spirit's now carrying that load that they once were carrying on their shoulder, right? It's their higher self standing around them, behind them. Do y'all see that? So this person's going to gain some strength, some spiritual awareness, some spiritual strength, and that's beautiful, actually. Wow. Through an awareness. Okay. So, let's talk a little bit more. Yes, they're okay, it's awareness of intuition. It's awareness of Spirit. They're going through hopeless situations during their dark night of the soul right now, but they're going to come out of this. So let me just lay an energy on each one of these energies, and then we're going to look a little more. Tell me about the chakra energies. Okay, temptation. So yes, they're looking in temptation. You know, it's all the attachment energy, right? They're in their chakras. They're having to purge these energies of attachment. These energies of wanting to go in two directions, right? They're stepping outside of their lower self. It's like separating their lower self, their lacking poverty self from their higher self in a way. It's like splitting them in two, I'm hearing. Ooh. Okay, what is this physical energy speaking of, Spirit? Hope. Yes, hope. So whoever this person is, Spirit wants to give them a big ray of sunshine, a big ball of hope here, that things are going to move forward, right? They're not stuck. They feel stuck. This person feels stuck and dejected currently, and it's got to do with something going on in the physical, right? But it's not just the physical. This is what this person needs to understand. It's all these energies are tied together. Their physical, their emotional, their mental, and their spiritual energy. It's all connected. Their chakra energy, right? But they're getting this ray of hope. And something's going on in the physical. So they may be getting maybe they're meeting you, collective, or they're, I don't know. Something's coming in the physical that's going to give this person a ray of hope. I'm going to look at that in a second. What is this emotional energy? Shadow, yep. They're going through dark night of the soul. They're going through dark night of the soul. They're purging the shadow self. Okay, this person is definitely in dark night of the soul right now, okay? They're having to come to terms with their dark self, their light self, with God and the devil, right and wrong, okay? And so they're going to come to a balance of those two selves, right? The dark and the light, and realize that everything is just love. Everything is love. Everything is God. Everything is peace if you allow it to be peace, right? We're only imprisoned by our thoughts and our beliefs and our perceptions. The reality is that I am. And I am is what it is, right? I am. It's all I am. Anyways, what is rest and rejuvenate? What is rest and rejuvenate, Spirit, please? Rest and rejuvenate, please. The truth. Okay, so this person's finding some mental truth here, right? They're gaining some spiritual, mental, emotional truth. And so that's beautiful. Okay, they're in this phase mentally where they're okay, so if their health is being affected, where they can't be out in the world so much, right, their physical health, it's happening so that they'll have to take a time not to be distracted so they can go within. So they're having to rest so that they can find the truth, okay, the truth. And as they're looking for this mental truth about this poverty forecast they've been living in, right, they're emotionally doing their shadow work. Tell me about the spiritual energy, please. Tell me about the spiritual energy, please. Okay, this person's going through a transformation. They're learning to be more patient in their solitude. Okay, this person's isolated so they can go through a transformation. This transformation has to do with them being patient with themselves and others, patient with the divine, patient with their path. Okay, and so they're in solitude, right? Studying. They're in solitude studying. Hold on one second. Buddy, if you start barking, I am on video. Do not. Okay, and they're going to come out with fertility and triumph is what I'm seeing. And wisdom and deeper wisdom of the divine. And they're coming out with balance. This is beautiful. That's the reason this disruption has been able to... There's been a power disruption in this person's life. Okay, but it's only to bring them back into the light, back into harmony, so that they can have a new beginning spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, okay? And step into their destiny. And their destiny is to have awareness of spirit, of intuition. This person, right? So if this could have been your walk, Soul Tribe, I don't know why Spirit's bringing these energies up like this, but yeah, okay? And so as you step into your intuition, right, it's almost like knowing that we've all sacrificed our sovereign energy, our divine energy we have, by giving that power away to the world, to certain belief systems, right? Certain perceptions about ourselves and the world. And so we're having to sacrifice and take our authority back as we go through this process with Spirit. Okay, and then so this energy is talking about this person having to see where they've been given their power away, right? Spiritually see where they've been in their own toxic energy, okay? Anyway, so let's see. There's a ray of hope coming in for this person. We're going to look at that, but where do you want me to go, Spirit? Hold on. I'm being drawn to a certain deck if I can find it. Here we go. Okay. This is Journey of the Soul, Soul's Journey deck. So we're going to look at each one. So what is this toxic energy? Grief and pride. I just cut the deck to grief and pride. So this energy that's been taking this person's power from them, what is the energy they're being asked to purge here? Loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So this goes back to them realizing that they have a higher self and spiritual guidance. This is that third eye energy, right? Them not being afraid to connect with their intuition, to connect with Spirit, okay, in a new way, to break free from the 3D paradigm of scary ghosts and witches and you know, demonic energy and everything that's spiritual or of spirit is scary and bad and it can attack and hurt me and all that, right? That they've been separated from source when they're in that mentality. God is all things, source is all things, source is all spirit, okay? So this person having to, first of all, purge that understanding of spirit and come into an alignment with their higher self. And they're also having to purge, feeling their life with things to avoid feeling alone. You're never alone. So it's like almost allowing toxic things into their life in order not to have to spend time on their own or spend time thinking or you know what I'm trying to say? Like filling your time up with distractions because of fear of loneliness, right? Yeah. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. So this person is someone who's afraid to be in their own thoughts, right? And that's due to needing to heal, okay? Needing to go through this dark night of the soul in their emotional self, right? But as they do this work of dark night of the soul emotionally, they're coming up with mental rest and rejuvenation. They're coming out of this poverty mentality, and they're going to be shown the truth, spiritual truth, okay? And that's going to spark their creativity, I'm hearing. That's going to spark their creative, their imaginative side. It's going to give them a zest for life again, the love of life energy again. It's going to bring in hope for them. But tell me about the physical energy that's bringing in this hope. Okay, indecision. So right now, they're not sure if they should trust their intuition because they're still kind of stuck in this energy of pride, right? So maybe what's going to bring them hope is being able to focus on themselves, coming out of indecision about anything by focusing on love of self. That's going to help get this person back on track, I'm hearing. But it says, I use my intuition in all aspects of my life. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. So this person is being healed and being aligned with spirit. Okay? It's almost like releasing indecision, releasing that everything is up to you, right? And just being in the flow of life, letting life guide you instead of you feeling like you got to control and guide your life, right? That keeps you in the energy of indecision and prideful. But when you can release control, and there's no indecision when you're flowing, when you're just following your balanced energy, your peaceful energy, your desired energies that bring you the love of life. When you're following those doorways, those steps, okay, you step out of pride and you step into guidance, right? And you understand that you deserve to love yourself. You regain hope here. You come out of dejected energy. And as you do that, you're going to see in the physical, the divine is going to show you things in the physical to guide you, to lead you hopefully. But first, it's about surrendering your own pride and your own fear of being spiritually guided, your own, control tactics of there's always a big decision to make, right? All decisions have already been made once you're being spiritually guided. You're not in indecision, you're in guidance, you're in surrenderance, and you're just following, right? So let's see about this shadow work energy around memories of love. It was deception, envy. Yeah, surrender. This is what I was just talking to you about. So during this emotional shadow work this person is going through, they're going to surrender. I can release my need to control, right? So this is what's up. This person is in that poverty mentality because they've been trying to control instead of be guided. And Spirit's showing them that it's a much smoother ride when you just enjoy the moments that you're in, moment to moment, and you're in this energy of love for life. Okay, and you're surrendered to your higher self who's already holding this up for you, right? You're surrendering to your higher self. That person's there whether you're intuitively recognizing this right now or not. Okay, that person is there. Your higher self, your spirit team is right there holding up all the burdens for you. Okay, you don't have to control, you don't have to fear, right? All Spirit's asking you to do is trust and be guided and release your need to control. And just experience your life, right? The high moments and the low moments with this energy of surrenderance to the higher self, right? Surrenderance to how things are going to work out. It's like it's surrendering, needing to be in control. Surrendering your fear of the unknown is what I'm getting. As you can do that, you're going to move into what, Spirit? As this person surrenders, friendship with your higher self. You're moving into divine friendship. I'm hearing Abraham, right? Like Abraham is a friend of God. This is how you become a friend of God, I'm hearing, okay? So friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. It's about your higher self, your divine self guiding you, and you just enjoying the ride, right? It's like being a surfer on the surfboard. You jump on the surfboard, but you don't know where the wave's taking you, and you can't control where that wave's taking you, but you sure can enjoy the ride while you're on the wave, right? Be the surfer, Spirit's saying. Okay, don't be the one in your little rowboat trying to row against the tide, or right? Trying to row up the wave, trying to roll into the wave. It's gonna overcome you every time. That wave's gonna wash over and sink your boat every time. But when you get rid of that boat and you just kind of be free, how freeing is it to be on a surfboard just riding the wave versus being in a little boat trying to use all your power to row into a wave? Ride the wave, Spirit's saying. I hope that analogy is hitting home for whoever this is. Think of that. Think of the difference between being in a boat trying to row into it versus being on a surfboard just riding that wave. That's the difference between your past mentality, this poverty forecast lacking mentality where you're scared of spirit, you're trying to control things on your own, right? You're scared to give up your power, to where you're actually being spiritually guided and in one with the divine, right? And you're letting the divine is the wave, right? And you're just riding that wave with trust in your heart and high expectations, in love with life, living in the present. Okay, so this is your health checkup. Whoever this is your health checkup. Be real with yourself. I'm not here to offend you or make you feel any type of way. I'm here to wake you up, baby. Spirit's saying we're here to wake you up and make you do a health checkup, or if you're already in this process, this is why you're in this process. Spirit's giving you a health checkup, and it's because they love you, because you've been imprisoned by this for long enough, okay? So let's talk about rest, rejuvenation, and truth. Yeah, they want you to laugh a little more. See life as a beautiful, grand journey. It's a beautiful play, okay? It's a beautiful play where you can, sometimes you're going to laugh, sometimes you're going to cry, okay? And it is what it is. But it says, I choose to focus on the lighter side of life, no matter what, if you're at a high tide or a low tide with that wave, okay? Choose to focus on the lighter side always, and you'll get through it a lot quicker, and you'll gain a lot more wisdom, a lot more truth, and your energy will be more stable as you're going through these things. Life is a beautiful mess, right? Life is a beautiful mess. There's a song that I put on YouTube, or I put on my Facebook sometimes. I forget who. It might be Londrell that sings it, or it may be Londrell. I'll have to look. But it's called Life is a Beautiful Mess. Go look it up. Because life is a beautiful mess. But it's beautiful, right? We're not here surviving it on your own power, like a ship alone in the sea here without a sail, right? God is that sail. Your higher self, spirit connection is that sail, okay? So it's about not being afraid to connect with your higher self, not being afraid to surrender to spirit, to your higher self, to the divine. You are a divine being, honey. Maybe you've been stuck in dogma or just conditioned from childhood, yeah, to believe certain things. And so it's time for you to have courage to break free from old beliefs, from old perceptions, from the old world. Okay, we're truly in a new age, a new world. A new divine alignment has been gifted to the whole world, to all of humanity, and Spirit's asking you to join in. But it's going to take courage, and it takes courage because you have to find inner strength to face your fears with confidence. And so you're gaining some mental truth about what your fears have been through this emotional work. You've got your higher self being your friend, whether you're recognizing them or not. You might not have surrendered to your higher self yet, but they're still there. They're still holding up the burdens for you, okay, as you're doing your shadow work. They truly are. But you're going to come to an understanding, a truth of this, a surrenderance of this, and you're going to be so grateful. It's like if you're feeling heavy energy emotionally right now, it's because Spirit's Spirit's telling you to have courage to listen to the mental clarity they've been giving you. You've been getting a lot of mental truth here. Okay, have courage to believe it. To believe that you're okay, that you're coming out of an old paradigm, an old belief system, an old way of having to live life. Okay? Face your fears that were conditioned into you by the old world, right? We've surpassed that now. Spiritually, as collective, we've surpassed that. So you're being brought in, you're being drawn into the collective if this is you, okay? But first you're going to have to face your fears and surrender to your higher self. Surrender this heavy energy to the Most High and believe in love. Believe that you deserve love. Believe that everything is always going to work out for your highest good because you are love and you're walking in love and you deserve to be here. We all belong here together, right? To lift each other up. The old world used to try to stomp us down, but there's been a change in power, guys. It happened without people realizing it happened. That's why, right? There's been not a change in power, but yeah, powers that be of the world. It's like God took the keys away from the old world and gave it to the angels of the new world, which is us, our collective, who are walking in peace and empowerment and connection with the Most High, trusting in the divine's guidance and provision, right? And so you're being offered these keys to also step out of your own imprisonment. And that's why you're going through this process. So it's a gift, not a curse, Spirit wants me to tell you. So tell me courage about these fears. One more. Yeah, to deal with your grief. It's going to take courage for you to have to deal with your grief and understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So you've been focused so much on all that you've lost, all these memories of love, all the things that you've lost, and feeling condemned by it or condemning yourself or another, right? Blame gaming, right? And Spirit saying every experience is a lesson in love. Every relationship is a lesson in love. And it's okay to grieve the loss of things because the grief is what tuned you into how much it really meant to you and how precious it was. But not all things are meant to stay forever. We're meant to, if that was the case, we wouldn't grow. We would grow stagnant. So things have to come in our lives and they have to leave our lives so that we can expand and grow and move and experience more of life, right? So Spirit's got you grieving these memories of love and helping you gain a truth and a new perspective about those things is what I'm seeing. And as you have courage to just face your grief, that's what's going to, this is happening quickly for you. You're accelerating. And as you accelerate and you surrender your indecision and your own prideful understanding of things, you're going to regain your hope. And you are going to regain positive movement forward and blessings in the physical, is what Spirit's telling me to tell you, okay? Anything on this spiritual energy? Right now you're in solitude so that you can go through a transformation, though. And that's what's necessary. Yeah, so Spirit's saying be patient. You won't be in solitude forever. Accept that everything happens in divine's order is what they want me to tell you, okay? So, we're going to look at some of these. Is this the one you want me to go to? Hold on one second. I think I need to go over here first. 1 second, guys. Bear with me here. So we're going to use this deck in a minute. Remember that you are dope, Spirit says. Right? Some of you guys some of you guys may be getting clean from addiction too during this time, I'm hearing. But a lot of you guys, remember that you're a good, beautiful, loving, generous, kind soul. Remember that no one is above you and no one is below you. We're all the same. Spirit's taking you through what you're going through right now in order to teach you how to be self-sufficient. And self-sufficient means relying on divine. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come from me, without controlling how it comes, where it comes from, and when it comes. It's about being guided, okay? So tell me about Tell me about, we're going to lay an energy on each one of these categories, that Spirit, and we'll just expand a little bit more, and then I'm going to get off here, because I know this is long. Guys, if this is you, okay, and you want to do a private healing session with me to look a little bit deeper on some, we'll look at some steps with Spirit, or we'll try to gain some insight with how you can better gain an understanding, or I don't know. If you want a personal private healing session with me, please reach out, Ascend With Me Tarot, and I would love to help you get through this process, because I know it's tough. I've been there too. We've all been there. You're not alone. We all have to go through this, okay? But it's your freedom. It's you gaining your freedom. And so it might not feel good in the thick of it, or when everything seems like it's falling apart, but it's a beautiful process in the end. You're going to look back and be so grateful, and you're going to see how strong you are, how beautiful your soul is, and how amazing it is that you have a higher self, a spiritual connection that will never let you down, that will never drop that heavy load on you. No matter if you're worrying that they're going to drop that load on you or not, even if you're not acknowledging Spirit right now, they will never drop that roof on you. They will always hold it up for you. And it's beautiful when you come up with these truths, and you can finally just take that spiritual sigh of relief and say, you know what? I can release control. I don't have to be in indecision. I don't have to be in control. I'm just here to love life and experience it and live my best life. And that's a beautiful thing, when you can just release and just be in the flow of divinity, okay? And this is what you're getting. This is where they're leading you. But anyways, let's talk about this first chakra energy. Spirit wants to say, be more grateful, and you're going to be here for a long time. You're growing up. Gratitude and aging. Find just one thing that you feel grateful for right now, and let that gratitude pour through your body. It's a healing balm like the warmth of the sun, okay? I am one with unlimited, and this is everything we were just talking about while you're going through this. It's to bring you back into the unity with Spirit. You're growing up spiritually, okay? I am one with unlimited love, beyond all seeming restrictions of age. I am filled with joy, energy, and beauty, a vessel for the divine Shakti. So how you're going to get through, just focus on what you are grateful for. Focus on the love of life, no matter what. Always focus on the love of life, and make sure you're pulling yourself out of the always looking for the negative, right? Always expecting the worst, that poverty forecast energy, okay? So you do that by focusing on what you can be grateful for. Even if it's just that the sun is shining that day and everything else around you seems chaotic. Focus on that. You know what? It's a beautiful day because the sun is shining. Just focus on the gratitude. I'm telling you, that is key to coming out of this heavy energy. That is key to gaining these understandings. Okay, and understanding is that you are growing up and you are unlimited. You are one with unlimited love, beyond restriction of anything. Okay, and you deserve to be filled with joy and energy and beauty. You are a vessel for the divine energy. Okay, so let's talk about this physical energy for you. So hope, you're there. So you're going to have some things coming in, to give you some confidence, right? Spirit's bringing in little things in your physical that are leading you from one thing to the next. It might be, a little doorway's opening. Maybe you've been trying to move and you're getting that move, or you've been looking for some time alone and Spirit's created space for you to have time alone, or you've been looking for a better job. Right? You're going to get a better job, like little step by step. Just be guided step by step, because this is how Spirit's building your confidence in leaning on the divine, right? Leaning on being guided. You don't have to know 10 steps ahead, and it don't have to be exactly the way you have been envisioning things to be, right? But as things are chaotic around you, when one positive thing comes in to lead you the next way, it builds your confidence, and that's what you're going through. Right? So stay hopeful, because that's what's going to build your confidence up. Right? Walk by faith and not by sight right now is what Spirit wants you to understand, okay? Because that's going to take you that's what it's going to require, to walk by faith. Okay, so to be in this attitude of gratitude and walk by faith, not by sight. Divine confidence is completely different from the bravado or the ego. You make space for something larger to take hold. Please fill me with your confidence, O love. Grant me courage I never knew I had. And that's what it takes, like you, right? Courage to face your fears. Courage to be guided instead of trying to plan everything or be in control of everything. And that's what's leading you to divine surrenderance and building this friendship with spirit, your higher self, okay? It's bringing you out of indecision and ego, pride, okay? So let's look at this emotional energy. Look at this emotional energy, spirit. True offering, okay? Yes, a true divine relationship, true life, true offering, okay? It says, may I release the fears, illusions, and addictions that keep me from true offering. May I relax into your plan, trusting that the next steps will always be shown. Use me, love. Use me for the highest. I am yours alone. So you're having to offer your fears. This is what your dark night of the soul is about. Your memories of love, your fears, your illusions, your addictions, right? That's caused you to be emotionally withdrawn from your spiritual union here. Spirit saying, offer these things up truthfully, right? Own this stuff. Have courage to face it and just understand what your fears are, what illusions you've been living in, what addictions that you've been filling your time and space with because you're afraid of being lonely, or you're afraid of having to sit down and think or look at stuff in a real way. Whatever that is, make those things a true offering to the divine, and you're going to be surprised when you surrender this to the divine, the beautiful friendship that you're building with the divine, okay, with your higher self. It's all, to get out of this dark night of the soul energy, it's going to take surrendering, okay? Releasing the need to control, and then facing your fears, admitting to yourself what are your fears, and having courage to say, I forgive myself. I forgive myself for how I was perceiving in my lower energies. I forgive others that may have offended me when I was in my lower energies. I forgive and I send love and peace and light to all in all directions. And I give it to the Most High. God is my source. God is my friendship. God is my only relationship that I truly, truly need to depend on. And anything else that comes into my life is a blessing that was sent by the Most High as a lesson in love, as a lesson in my spiritual growth. And look at it in that perception, right? Let's talk about this mental energy, Spirit. What do you want to say on the mental energy, please? What do you want to say about the mental energy? Speaking about true love. True love, right? This true love with divinity. This, right? True love. You're seeing the truth about loving yourself, okay? Loving all that is. Loving every part of life is going to bring you into this energy of true love. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner. But this sovereignty actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know true love, right? True love between you and your higher self. True love between you and God. Wholeness is when you are whole within yourself and you're not trying to fill yourself with any distractions, any addictions, any way of having to control through fear, right? You're seeing this truth. Through this emotional dark night of the soul work, this is leading you into truth. As you're having the courage and to gain inner strength, to face your fears with confidence, it's bringing you into the truth of life, the truth of your soul's essence, the truth of why we're all here, and the truth of who we are, sovereign in sovereignty, right? Who the sovereign love of God is. Anyway, one more on that. I want to get one more on that energy. Yes, this is your direction, right? When you can be whole, right? When you're in this energy of mental clarity and you're whole within yourself, you're not trying to fill yourself with anything, okay? Right? To distract you or to make you not feel empty right? You're already whole. That's when you're moving in your right, true, destined direction, because you're not being distracted by temptations or by these filler energies that aren't necessarily for your highest good, right? You're already whole within yourself. as you're whole within yourself, then when you move in direction, you're moving in that direction with an aligned integrity, right? You're not moving in that direction out of fear or based on an illusion or a need of needing to be filled with something. Do you understand? So that's moving you in your truest direction. Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body, my own inner voice. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. You won't be led astray, okay? Because you're leaning on your higher self. You're trusting in your higher self to guide you instead of you trying to guide yourself out of control or out of fear or out of illusion or out of people pleasing, right? Out of loneliness. Anyway, so let's get this last spiritual energy card and we're going to get off here. What is the last? Relationship. Spirit wants a relationship with you. Whoever this is, Spirit wants a relationship with you, baby. It's all about relationship with Spirit, with your higher self. Unity with self. Unity with all that is. Unity with the Most High. Unity with the universe. I call in the intimate power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. This is about your union with your guides, your spiritual self, and trusting in that union. I can't make this up. Knowing that your needs will always be met. You can release control. You can release fear. You can release the illusion of needing to know every step. And just be guided moment to moment. And in those moments, as you're waiting to be guided or as you're being guided, be in love with your life. Be in love with all of life. That's how you're going to break free from this imprisoned feeling, being imprisoned by a poverty mindset. This is your health checkup, okay? This is your health checkup, beautiful. I love you. Please let me know how this resonates with you, okay? If you don't want to talk about it, you don't have to. Just talk to your spirit guides about it, right? Be real with yourself. Don't be offended how these energies came up, but really look at yourself in the mirror and say, is that me? Right? You'll know. Spirit, your guides are talking to you. They're not going to let you lie to yourself, I'm hearing. They're not going to let you lie to yourself anymore. You've gotten this message, so you apparently are open to receiving. It's time for you to receive this, apparently. So let's get something else for you before we leave. Encouragement here, Spirit. What do you want to say? Okay. Be focused on the present, right? They want you to stay focused on the present. I am focused on the present. Breathe in the present and cherish the clarity that stems from focusing on the now. Consciously let go of the past and thoughts of the future to savor the miracle of being alive in this current moment. Be completely present in every instant to appreciate the life what life has to offer. And that's what I was channeling, right? It's about living in the present and cherishing all that life has to offer. Okay? What else? I am financially secure. So you're worried about your provision possibly, right? Where are you going to live? What job are you going to work? Am I going to have enough of this, enough of that? Spirit's saying surrender it. You will be provided for. But you have to surrender trying to do it in your own past controlling way, and just trust that when you have a need, when a need arises, the divine will provide that need for you. You are financially secure. Remain open and receptive to all the financial opportunities that life has to offer. Trust that all of your financial needs will be met. Prosperity is yours, and life is plentiful with everything you need to fulfill your desires at your fingertips. Your hard work has paid off. When you have a need, it will be provided for. It's at your fingertips. You don't have to control and store up in barns, right? Just live your life, enjoy your life, and flow. And when you have a need, pray and ask your higher self to bring in the provision, and it will happen. Trust me. This is what I've had to learn, and it actually works, okay? It really does. I recognize synchronicities. 11:11. This is about coming into union with your soul self, calling your soul back into yourself, into your vessel, okay? And paying attention to the signs that are all around you that are giving you comfort, that are encouraging you to step in this direction, step in that direction, let go of that thing, let go of this thing. The universe is speaking to you, so pay attention. Patterns, coincidences, and serendipity are all signs of recognition, motivation, and support that you are making progress on your life path. Last one. My feelings are valid. Own your feelings. Own your fears. Own your doubts. Be real with yourself. Own everything you see. And then release it to the Most High and focus on being grateful and loving your life despite all of those things. Okay? So this has been a health checkup. And it's time to own your feelings. Face them with courage. Grieve, but release. And focus on the higher vibration of life. Acknowledge your emotions as they come to pass. Don't sit in them, right? Let them come and let them pass. Spend time with them and investigate where your feelings are coming from. And understand that you are not your emotions. They do not define who you are. And you have the power to both respect and move beyond them. Wow. So there you go, beautiful. You're definitely someone going through dark night of the soul. Okay? But you're also a healer. And Spirit wants you to embrace your healing abilities. You are a divine being, and you already possess all the tools necessary to heal your body and your mind innately. Others can assist with this process, but ultimately the power is in your hands. Take the time to identify any emotional wounds and honor your healing process. Start from within. All right, I love you guys. I'm praying for you, sending you love, light, and peace, and beautiful healing energy, Soul Tribe Collective, if this is you. And if this is someone you're dealing with, be gentle with them, Soul Tribe. Okay? Be gentle with them. You already recognize this person in your environment, so maybe this was just confirmation that this is someone that is going through this, and so they were put in your life for a reason. You're meant to help guide them into a union with their higher self by just encouraging them, being peaceful and graceful with them, okay? And maybe giving them your experience, your insight of what you've been through. So anyways, however you fit into this energy as to why you found this video, know there's a purpose for it all. It's a divine synchronicity, so do what you're supposed to with it, right? I love you. Bye.